How would you like to learn about a simple and practical way to engage others in a change conversation? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about a simple and practical model that we use, and then talk about how you might include that in your change conversations. Welcome friends, David here with AmazingCX. On our channel, we share all things that help inspire you to consistently create an amazing client experience. New to the channel? Hey, a very warm welcome. Please consider subscribing. Gives you access to our weekly Wednesday videos, as well as we'd love you to become one of us, an AmazingCXer. And at any time throughout the video, definitely check out the links in the show notes section below. Gives you access to content we share in our videos, as well as so much more. So before we talk about our three-zone model, and we call it in detail, we just want to give you a little bit of our thinking behind using this model. And what we're thinking, and our experience is showing us, is that as people are asked to change, they're going to feel this discomfort about having to learn something new. What this model helps people do is convert this feeling of discomfort into a safe way to talk about what they're feeling. And if they have a safe way of talking about what they're feeling, it's more likely we're going to have actually a dialogue or a two-way conversation with them. So onto the model itself. In the middle, you see there's the comfort zone. And this is a place that we all love. It's all about predictability, routine. It's all about control. We spend most of our time here. And if you want to test where your comfort zone is, just think about trying to sleep in a different part of your bed next time you go to bed. You'll find it pretty quickly. The next zone is this learning zone. We've colored it green in our example. And this is where we all need to go if we need to go through change. This is where we're learning new behaviors. And what automatically will happen when we go into this zone is that we're going to feel a sense of discomfort. So whenever somebody asks you to change or learn something new, or you ask somebody else, just think about what's happening, right? We're asking people to deliberately be uncomfortable and promise them a better outcome. Potentially we're asking them, rattling their confidence and their competence as they learn this new exercise. So we're asking a lot, and there's a lot of emotion going on. The third zone, as you see, is the terror zone. And this is bad, bad, bad. We just don't want people to go here, and we certainly want them to communicate if they're feeling this way. And this is what's effective about the model itself. So that's the model. So how do you engage people in the model? Well, you would do it very similar to what we just did in this first part of the video. You'd sit down with your team or whoever's going through the change, present the model to them, and have a discussion about how it's working, right? You talk about the comfort zone in the middle, and that's where we all like to be. And then as you talk about the learning zone, you're going to be asking them questions both about what it entails to go into the learning zone, the sense of discomfort, learning new stuff, the sense of lack of confidence and competence, and so that they can talk about it. And then you'll talk about the terror zone and ask them about what happens there and what's the implications of it. What you're doing through this conversation is you're setting expectations around it's okay to feel uncomfortable, because everybody's now agreeing that this is what's happened. You've agreed as a group. And it's okay to have a conversation about feeling uncomfortable. So what you've done through this short dialogue about this model is given people permission to talk about something in a safe and non-judgmental way. You know, everybody feels discomfort. What we really want to know is when they're feeling it. So now you've got that set up. So what happens next is important as well, because if you're the manager, you know you need to respond to people expressing this discomfort. So what do you do? So before I go further, just take a moment and use the comment section below. This is the question of the day. What would you do, given that people were expressing discomfort? And then restart the video and see what we're suggesting and compare between the two. So what we're suggesting is that if people are expressing discomfort, you're going to be empathetic. You want to get understanding. You want to ask good questions, because you want to draw out what exactly they are feeling, because so that not only do you understand it, but they have a better understanding of what's going on. And the other things you want to do is, because with all this understanding, you're going to be able to provide the right type of support and the right types of tools. So once you both understand what needs to have happen. So that's the model. That's how you interact with the model. And then just in closing, just a few things to keep in mind. One would be is that this zone model has given you a common set of expectations and a way to talk to each other in a non-judgmental way. It's given you a very simple communications model. Another thing to remember is that when going through change, people own their own behavior. You don't. So if you're the manager, it's up to the person to own their behavior and you provide support. If you're a manager, you're doing double duty, right? So remember that. Not only are you supporting people going through change, but you're also going through the change yourself. So be very conscious of that as well. And then finally, remember to smile. And remember to take it easy on yourself as you're going through this. So thank you for watching. If you heard something in this video or learned something in this video that strikes a chord with you, please give us a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing. That way you can have access to our weekly Wednesday videos, as well as become one of us, an AmazingCX, and we would love that as well. And we'd love to hear your feedback about this video or ideas for future videos, so please use the comments section below again to provide that feedback for us and to guide us our future videos. So again, thank you for watching. Check the links below for more information, and we look forward to seeing you next time here on AmazingCX.